This is your wake-up call. Prepare to die. Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. There is no social mixer in our hotel ballroom. You've been lured into a murderous game of trivia. Only one of you will survive. And me, I'll survive as well. Humble brag. Okay, first question. What was the first food eaten in space? Use your device to answer the question. That means you hear those in the audience, too. Time's almost up. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? The rest of you, it's time. Welcome to room 113. The hairdryer's broken, sorry. Oh, you're going to get a gift. These are precious family treasures I give away as punishments. Pick a box and keep what's inside. Ugh, this room smells weird. Oh, it's one of Uncle Clive's old time bombs. You'll have to answer questions a lot faster now to keep from blowing up. Yeah, that shouldn't hurt your answer accuracy at all. Only one of you can survive this game. And who knows, maybe it'll be the audience. Hey audience, I hope you all die too. If you're not ready now, you can join the audience whenever. It's like super low pressure. Let's try another one. Dante says there are 9 levels of hell, but how many levels of heaven does he describe in Dante's Paradiso? Almost out of time. Who picked this? The rest of you, time for consequences. Salutations! Welcome back to the killing room. Hopefully you can defend yourself from ESP. Type in an answer that fits this category. Everyone else will answer too. And if anyone matches you, you die. Including any potential mind readers. Now, let's see if there are any matches. If you get your mind read, you get your mind dead. Someone has to take care of that unexploded bomb now that you're dead. You have a wheel on your controller right now, and you have a few seconds to leave it to someone who really deserves it. But you gotta do it fast. We're not done with you yet. You're a ghost now, but you have options. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game. Don't worry, when a player holding one of my family heirlooms dies, they can fill out a will. They left a cherished possession to you. It's your problem now. Let's keep moving. What's the title of The Little Prince in its original language? Time's running out. Who picked this? Which leaves only you. I want to show you something. It's the pegs game. You're going to drop down this board and try to avoid the death zones. Someone needs to pick which slots are death zones. Hey, you! Pick the landing slots that kill. Okay! Let the games begin! Pick a spot to drop from. Ooh, I just love watching this one. Hey, good work with the death zones. We're here! When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round. Next question. Which country leads the parade of athletes at the opening ceremony of the Olympics? Time's almost up. Who picked this? One of you is still alive. Come with me. Ah, the lost art of letter writing. I'm going to dictate a message to you. Write down as much of what I say as you can. Everyone else will be typing too. And if anyone does a better job than you, you die. And the letter begins now. Dear mystery figure, cease hovering in my periphery. Recede back into the inky darkness. I command you. I demand you. Oh God, no. Please, no. This is the end. Just kidding. Have a good weekend. Time's up. Now let me just see what we have here with a quick and what's the result? But did anyone do better than you? You were not the best. Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means. Glad to see you're the one to make it here alive, but will you be the one to escape? I'm going to give you a category. Disney villains. Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for each correct answer. You're on your way to escaping. Oh wait, did you think it was going to be just you? Aw, that's cute. If a ghost catches you, they'll steal your life force. Then they can try to escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And they get a third chance to help them catch up to you. Time is almost up. Victoria's Secret Bra Collection. That bomb must be slowing you down. Love stories where they don't end up together. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. It's only darkness. States in India. Time is almost up. This is so exciting that I'm gonna explode. Time to make friends with the darkness. Training exercises in Rocky. Animals with stripes. You killed your friend. Better get away fast. Moving on. Onions. Time is almost up. Another life force swap. One last trap. If you want to break through that barrier, you'll need a perfect answer to this question. And that includes the third answer choice now, too.
sorry to interrupt. I'm Officer Trevor. I've been sent to help out with that big old bomb. I'm actually 1 day away from retirement, so I hope this goes well. Let's just see if there's anything on defusing bombs in this dusty old officer's guidebook. It says cut the wire that matches the color brides traditionally wear in China. I do not know what that means. Yikes, it would be bad if you cut the wrong wire, huh? Big old Wow, I'm surprised that worked.
If you like menu screens, you'll love Binge Pipe's menu screen. Some people said Binge Pipe was crazy for launching a streaming service inside a party pack of 5 games and offering no way to actually monetize it. And we're taking that under advisement. Binge Pipe, we're open to constructive criticism.
I like being able to stream movies day or night, and I don't mind a lot of buffering during peak hours.
I'm a Spencer. Yeah, that's my name.
I think I'm a ghost.
The following Binge Pipe programming is brought to you by Liquidirt. Liquidirt. Tastes like mud.
911, what's your emergency? I think my husband's dead.
Binge Pipe, after a long, deep look inward, has decided to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, know you're a shell company.
Cookie Masterson here. You know, I'm banned from every zoo east of the Mississippi River, but don't worry, it's for a much weirder reason than you'd think. 8 players. That's a good number for a dance squad. Just consider it. And welcome to all of you in the audience who couldn't be bothered to buy the game. I'm adding an audience bonus just for you. The more audience members get a question right, the less bonus money goes to the players. But if the audience really tanks it, that right answer is going to be worth big bucks. And please follow me if you will.
Time for question 1.
First, every kiss begins with Klimt. If you've ever been in a college dorm, you know that Gustav Klimt painted the kiss, but I'm pretty sure he didn't paint anything called The Next Day Phone Call or The Making a Real Commitment to This Relationship. If the lady from the Viennese painting The Kiss were depicted going to town on a traditional Viennese dessert, what would that painting of her eating her Viennese feelings be called? The tearful tiramisu, the sobbing in a soccer torch, the pitiful profiteroles, or the choking on a croquembouche? Okay, what'd you pick?
Swing and a miss.
Soccer Tort is a decadent chocolate cake that was invented by Franz Soccer in Vienna, and it's just fun to say. Soccer Tort. In the end, chocolate will never break your heart. And how'd the audience do on that one? So, not the smartest group then. That means that right answer is worth even more. We'll see if your luck holds out.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This one's called, I paid the copay, but I didn't like it. Did you know there's a dermatologist on Instagram at Dr. Pimple Popper with over 2 million followers? Her videos are completely disgusting, and I know because I've watched every single one. If my hematologist joined Instagram, what would be a suitable username? At I Love Spectacles, at I'm the Blood Guy, at Leaky Bladder is the Matter, or at Dr. Elderly Care. Let's see how that shook out. That's my geriatrician. Yeah, you can never get one too early. No, that's my urologist. Nobody follows him. Hematologists diagnose and treat blood disorders. A hematologist spends their whole career thinking about blood. I spend one summer and suddenly I've got vampire vibes? Come on.
Why don't we do it with free?
Oh, here's a good one. Oh, Wholey Grain. And it's time for a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's an Egyptian deity or a type of whole grain. Think fast. You'll only get a few seconds to pick between Egyptian deity or whole grain. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Okay, let's do it. Pharaoh. Osiris. Amaranth. Teth. Anubis. Tefnut. Freaka. All right, a majority of you deserve my praise. But player 1, you really dropped the ball.
The binge pipe algorithm has detected hurt feelings.
Looks like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, binge pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using a screw makes it harder for all the other players to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive...
Fine, we'll skip it.
We like to give you things, as long as they're not tangible.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you, my question for.
Take a good look at... I had no choice but to retort, those shoes though. Officer, I have one question for you. What is those? The singular form of these, the plural... Oh, this'll be good. Player 1 decided to screw. Ever try reading backwards? You're about to. Okay, let's take a look. This is the singular form of these, so this is the wrong answer. Them is a pronoun that can be used in the singular or plural, but cannot be used to get you points for this question. The plural form of this is these. Those is the plural form of that, as in, I can't believe that cop is wearing those shoes. If you didn't understand the reference in this question, you should check out the new true crime series, Fashion Police. Nice screw job, Player One. Have some cash. Introducing tailor-made titles. What's in a name? Letters. Letters are in a name. Yeah, solve that one, Shakespeare. Which of these people would write Taylor in the blank space that asks for their patronymic name? Taylor Swift, James Taylor, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, or Dwayne the Taylor Johnson? Hope you like what you picked. In this case, the Taylor would be a nickname, and it's one that has failed to catch on. The patronymic name is also known as the family name, surname, or last name. It's something you can pass down through the generations, like those James Taylor cassettes my mom won't let me throw away. Round one is history. Let's see who's cheating.
Currently, Player One is in the lead. And down here, these players are doing the bad thing. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for more screws.
Round two screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be afraid to use them. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round two is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
This is a real party now.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Coming up next, Charles Duckens. How would you expect a DuckTales of Two Cities to end? Louie gets beheaded pretending to be Dewey, Huey gets shot in the June Rebellion, Scrooge gets hanged for stealing a loaf of bread, or Launchpad gets trapped in an iron mask. What'd you guys pick? Don't even look. The Charles Dickens classic A Tale of Two Cities ends with the hero switching places with someone he looks like at the guillotine.
Hey, question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a question where the answer rhymes with orange, or a question where the answer rhymes with purple? Choose on your devices now. Here are the consequences of your choices. And now, we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
La vie est un canard. 7.
There is no hiding from a question where the answer rhymes with orange. Which of these is the name of a real mountain in southeast Wales? Glorange, Glorange, Warrange, or McGlorange? Well, well. Player 3 just let loose a screw. Let's make you guys a bit more secure. So who got it? Oh, don't be ridiculous. Blorange is a real place, and it really rhymes with orange. But if you visit, I wouldn't drink the Blorange juice. Nicely done with that screw, Player 3. Here's your extra cash.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
And now, a community first, a business second. Who wrote that track?
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you showed interest in Polaris and Vega, we thought you'd like Dancing with the Stars.
So watch out. Player 5 just dropped a screw on you guys. Let's flip the script on this question. So what'd you pick?
Polaris and Vega are the names of stars in our galaxy, so Dancing with the Stars would be what you want.
If there aren't YouTube stars named Polaris and Vega, then what are we all doing? Excellent screwing, Player 5. Spend this wisely. Here's one I like to call Dead Meat Cute. I had a fun date last night. I wanted to watch a romantic comedy, and she wanted to see someone die. Love can be complicated. Which of these romantic movies has the highest death count? Sleepless in Seattle, The Big Sick, Moulin Rouge, or The Notebook? And how'd we do? Spoiler alert, you're wrong. Tom Hanks' character only has one dead wife, that we know of. Due to war and tragic disease, 6 people end up dead in this tearjerker leg breaker. At this point, it's obvious that Nicholas Sparks is just the angel of death with a beach house. Try this on for size. I'm going to kill you. Please RSVP. The 3 things I remember about Hannibal Lecter are that he eats people, he has impeccable manners, and he really loves to lean into the campy wordplay with his victims. What message would Hannibal Lecter leave for Hannibal Buress if he had to reschedule eating him? I'm not trying to play you, I just want to do this right. Sorry to stand you up, but I already ate. We will have to congress later, my fellow man. Or hope this doesn't start a war in general with you. Okay, who chose what? Hannibal Buress is a stand-up comedian. And if you stand up a stand-up, he probably just goes home to lay down. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. That's unusual. This one's a little out there. Good luck. Player one takes it! Congratulations, Player one. I'm sweating that was so close. Wait, no, it's all that pig gristle I had for lunch. Either way... You don't know Jack!
I've never told anyone that before. Not even my mom, because I feel so close to you, Jennifer.
My name is Kendall.
Whoops-a-doodle.
Most coaches want their players to succeed. Not Coach Jones. He's a massive dick.
This is a very interesting wine because if you look at the label, you can see the cause and date of your death.
Mark, I've never loved someone as much as you. The control...
Binge Pipe's menu screen. The gold standard of menu screens. Binge Pipe is proud to be voted number 1, 137th in customer service.
With my old streaming service, I could never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a Binge Pipe customer, they never leave me alone. The second I have a problem, they're there to explain why it isn't a problem and why I should be more grateful for their ever-seeing eye.
The second my Binge Pipe router went out, a service team was in my home. I didn't even know I had a back door.
I thought the volume was off on my programming, but the Binge Pipe doctor discovered it was my ears that were wrong.
Not only do they closely monitor my enjoyment of their services, but they reward me if I turn in fellow customers who are not completely happy. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Binge Pipe can't cancel the checks, so here's You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, our CEO, is a terrible little man who thinks he's doing good.
Hi, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson, and if the opportunity were to ever arise, I'd be honored to be your power of attorney. 8 players. Wait, did we make sure the game works with 8 players? Well, too late now. And since we've got some folks in overflow seating, I'll be tacking an audience bonus onto every question. The better the audience does on a question, the less bonus money goes to the players. But if the audience screws it up, there's going to be a lot of cash on the line for that right answer. Now, remember, after this moment, you will be forever changed.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, for the true 90s kids, what's a sure sign that you were a 90s kid? An 1890s kid, that is. You blew your allowance on O. Henry bars? Your first Christmas gift was a package of Milk Duds? You were the first kid on your block with Bit of Honey? Or you begged your parents for candy corn? Who picked what? Oh, Henry. Speaking of duds, O. Henry bars, Milk Duds, and Bit of Honey were all invented in the 1920s. Candy corn, however, was introduced in the 1880s. Therefore, it's the only candy true 1890s kids would have begged their parents for. But now millennials are killing the bland candy industry. And how'd our lovely audience do? Looks like a good chunk of this audience is just jabbing buttons at random. That means I'm dealing out bonus cash for that right answer. You can thank me later.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Why not try with her spoon or without her spoon? I keep misremembering the title of HBO's Big Little Lies. Which of these wrong titles most accurately describes the real title? Alliterative slander, onomatopoeia distortion, palindrome perjury, or oxymoronic deceit? I love this part. Forwards or backwards, you're still wrong. Kapow is both the word and the sound of you crashing and failing. Big and little are contradictory terms, but in the title Big Little Lies, they describe the same thing, making it an oxymoron. Other popular oxymorons include jumbo shrimp and charming trivia show host. What? Which writer wrote that? That it's time to fire CJ.
Why don't we do it with free?
Here we have Mademoiselle Pac-Man. And you don't need a joystick to play this dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 fruits, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a flavor of LaCroix sparkling water, an item in Ms. Pac-Man, or both. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between LaCroix, Ms. Pac-Man, or both. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go. Orange. Lemon. Banana. Mango. Cherry. Apricot. Lime. Y'all kind of stunk up the place, but player 7, you couldn't have done much worse.
Dissatisfaction has been noted.
Sounds like it's screw time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Use the screw to make answering a question harder for all the other players. The results may surprise you, and you'll receive a monetary bonus for anyone who answers incorrectly.
Yeah, okay, they get it.
In retrospect, we should have had you sign a waiver before handing over sharp objects.
I don't need you anymore.
I call this one Vansplaining. What's something a woke Rip Van Winkle would say to those around him after waking from his 20-year nap? Washingtonians, gender is not binary. New Yorkers, cultural appropriation is bad. Georgians, white privilege is real. Or Kansans, I'm a feminist. Let's see who got it. Rip Van Winkle, the short story by Washington Irving, takes place in the Catskill Mountains of New York State. An old white guy saying something progressive is how you know it's a work of fiction. Here's one for you. HBO, no, I have food poisoning. According to the Mayo Clinic, how long can you safely keep the leftovers on your DVR before you should throw it out? 1 to 2 days? Well, what do you know? Player 7 unleashed that screw. No vowels for you. Who picked what? 5 to 6 days? I'm amazed you're still alive. In order to prevent foodborne illness, the Mayo Clinic recommends refrigerated leftovers are only safe to eat for 3 to 4 days. Any longer and you might Justin throw up. Very nice screw job, Player 7. This is your cash now. Say goodbye to round 1. Remember, these numbers also serve as your personality rankings.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. And as a counterpoint, these players are negatively affecting our averages. So here come the screws.
And don't forget, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use them. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Let's try thanks grieving. What would someone with syngenesiphobia most likely say at Thanksgiving? Ah, turkey! Ah, hi! Look sharp. My friends, player 2 has unleashed the screw. Say, can you answer a moving target? Okay, what'd you pick? The fear of turkeys is meleagrisphobia, which is not what I asked about. Come on. No, this is what you scream when you see the Cranberries sing Salvation at the MTV Music Awards in 1996. Syngenesiphobia is the fear of relatives. Some people are gluten intolerant, others are grandpa intolerant. Nice screwing, player 2. Enjoy your cash.
Hey, question. We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a question about mom or a question about dad? Pick an option on your device now. Here are the votes. You have engaged with the process.
Les payeurs se moquent de moi. 7.
Behold, a question about mom. Whose theme song describes them as a bad mother? Murphy Brown, Ally McBeal, Roseanne, or Shaft? Okay, who chose what? Wait, I thought we were going to cut Roseanne out of this question. A lyric in the theme to this film describes this cat Shaft as a bad mother. If you found this question misleading, I'm sorry. I was just talking about Shaft.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Coming up, check off another one from the Oscar pool. My local community theater company is digging deep to stay relevant and get butts in seats. What better way to do that than mash up some hot recent films and some old Russian plays? Which of the following would not be a 2018 Oscar-nominated film reimagined for the stage by Russian playwright Anton Chekhov? Hi, Vanya. Uh-oh. Player 7 has screwed you all. Come to terms with these terms of service. What'd you guys pick? And the wrong answer goes to... Long Day's Journey into Night was written by American playwright Eugene O'Neill and not Anton Chekhov. And if a movie is long and dark, you know it's an Oscar contender. Nice use of the Screw Player 7. Here's that cash. Next up, singles night at the watering hole. Picture it. A suitor with an impressive neck beard decides to go full alpha and approach the fastest mammal at the bar. He tips his fedora and says, "M'lady, m'lion, m'llama, or m'leopard seal." Let's see how that shook out. Alpaca it in and go home. Lions have been clocked running 50 miles per hour in short sprints. Sorry, animals, it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't graze here. How about this one? Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein?
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. The doctor that is.
First encountered in the Antarctic. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein? So who got it? When we first meet Dr. Frankenstein in the novel, he's lost in the Antarctic searching for his monster. But it turns out the real monster is having to read a book. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. That's jargon to my ears. I hope you all know what I'm talking about. Good luck. Player 3 takes it! I gotta hand it to you, Player 3. You won, which I'm pretty sure is the greatest thing you've done to date. Way to shut down the haters who said, "You don't know Jack!"
Coming soon, The Minister, a period drama about the turn-of-the-century British Prime Minister David Lloyd George.
That's it. I must create the Parliament Act to circumvent the House of Lords' objection to my social insurance budget plans.
Don't worry, like all period dramas, we've added a lot of sex.
When you say circumvent, do you mean go in from behind?
Why, Margaret Dreyer Robbins, if you weren't the president of the Women's Trade Union League, I'd say you were flirting with me.
You know what they say. What happens at the Paris Peace Conference will create complicated precedent which will inadvertently lead to World War II.
Oh, God. Use me like protective legislation.
You've
That makes no sense.
It makes perfect sense. All soda is called Coke until you need to be specific.
So you tell a waitress, give me a Coke.
And I'll get a Coke. But if I'm saying I'm going to go get a Coke,
You might get a Mountain Dew.
Exactly.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Attention field agents. The following nicknames have already been taken. Falcon, Viper, Little Pumpkin, Meemaw, Sleepy Pete, Goober, Terry Gross, Cargo Shorts, Chumbawamba, Spider, Spider with a Y, Clumpy, Demogorgon the Dark Overlord, and Jonathan. Thank you for listening.
I hear you.
High five.
breathe it in.
And this is Max. He's in charge of our couples department.
What does that entail?
He's in charge of listening in on thousands of couples.
Wow. Any good dating advice?
Sure, love is a sham and we all die alone.
So that's Max. Let me introduce you to literally anybody else.
Hi, Deb.
High five.
Foolish humans. I hear you.
Attention agents. For anyone with lingering character traits from our intensive company production of A Streetcar Named Desire, mandatory deprogramming is at 3, y'all. Yes.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Thanks to our extensive network of surveillance cameras, we can see everything going on in the world. Did you know that Brad Pitt eats a full loaf of bread every morning? The government uses this information for whatever, but we use it to play espionage. Oh, and guess what? We're now collecting live data from the audience. If we gather enough data from your audience, the questions are all about them. Otherwise, we'll use the global database. Let's go! Who's up first? I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this. What percentage of people go by their middle names? Give it your best guess. You get more points the closer you come to the actual percentage. And if you're in the audience, play along by answering the question. you're almost out of time. We have an answer. 14%. Everyone else, now it's your turn. Do you think the correct answer is higher or lower? You can also double down and guess much higher or much lower if you think the guess is off by 15% or more.
High five.
Foolish ones.
Most of you are saying higher. How did the audience answer? 4%! Wow, you were pretty close. Who said lower? Well done. You get points. Okay, who's up next? All right, buckle in. I've got one for you. What percentage of people have consumed entire lollipops without biting them? %. Everyone else, higher or lower?
I hear you.
High five.
High def. Foolish humans.
Just one person says lower. And what did the audience say? 47%. Thought for sure there'd be more biters out there. Who got it right? Ooh, points for you. And what have we here? Well done. Double points for guessing much higher. Next up.
High def.
I'm going to search for... Between the Hunger Games, Twilight, and Insurgent, what percentage of people prefer the Hunger Games? %. Everyone else, higher or lower?
I hear you.
Time for five. The vote is lower. And what does your audience think? 82%. Yeah, not too shabby. Yikes. No one guessed correctly. Woof. Who's next?
I hear you.
I don't know. How about... Concerning celebrity Mels, what percentage of people prefer Mel Brooks over Mel Gibson? %. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Foolish humans.
High five.
Hurry up. People are saying higher. Let's see the audience answer. 71%. You weren't within 30%, so no points for you. Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points. Next up.
Foolish humans.
All right, I have a good one. What percentage of people find chimpanzees on roller skates funnier than chimpanzees smoking cigars? %. All right, what do you think?
five.
Hi, Def. I hear you.
Running out. Most of you are saying higher. And what did the audience say? 79%. I find it funniest when chimpanzees try and fill out their W-2 forms. Who got it right? Here's some points. Okay, who's up next?
High five.
Most important meal of the day, folks. What percentage of people were allowed to have sugary cereals as children? %. Okay, higher or lower?
Foolish ones. I hear you. Hi, Def.
People are saying higher. And what does your audience think? 84%! You get points, but barely. Let's see who got it right. Here's some points. Next up. Typey. What percentage of people have successfully retrieved prizes from one of those claw machines? %. Okay, higher or lower?
Foolish ones. I hear you.
High five.
Most of you are saying higher. How did the audience answer? 57%! Solidly mediocre. Who got it right? Nice job. I've got some points for you. Who's next? All right, Surveillance Pro, what do you have for this? What percentage of people have performed the whip and or nay-nay dance routine? %. Everyone pick higher or lower.
I hear you. Foolish ones.
High five.
People are thinking it's lower. And what does your audience think? 35%. Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you. It's time for the final round. We stalked everyone in the audience to learn how they would answer this question. Which talk show host, past or present, annoys people the most? Now let's see the answers. You have 3 chances to pick the most popular answers on the board. Ready, go! If you're in the audience, pick the one you agree with most. You can totally determine the answer. Don't forget to use all 3 of your picks. Okay, let's see what you picked. And what are the most popular answers? Who's gonna get the gold star? Who is it, boy? Who is it? It's...
High five!
Hi, Dad! I hear you.
Congratulations! You've won a game that should probably be illegal. I'm so proud of you.
The local residents familiar with the abandoned building's history know it simply as the Murder Hotel.
Crashing into another car, and then another car went ahead and crashed. The infamous hotel was run by a mysterious family for several generations until close. In unrelated news, the trivia murder party killer is still on the loose.
Up next, my paycheck.
This is your wake-up call. Prepare to die. Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. I flooded the roads myself to strand you here in a fight for your life. Only one of you will survive. And me, I'll survive as well. Humble brag. Alright, first question. Where is the stadium for the New York Giants? Use your device to answer the question. That means the audience, too. Time's running out. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? The rest of you, follow me. Welcome to Room 101. It's non-smoking. Heads! You're going to drop down this board and try to avoid the death zones. You know what? We need some death zones. Hey, you! Pick the landing slots that kill. Okay. Let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from. It's fun. It's so hard to predict what will happen. Give it up for the Death Zone. Don't worry. Dying doesn't mean you have to drop out. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game. Oh, also, there's an audience in the game. If they survive, you die. If you're not ready now, you can join the audience whenever. It's like super low pressure. Let's keep moving. What's the full name of Chronicles of Narnia author C.S. Lewis? Who picked this? The rest of you, I want to show you something. Salutations! Welcome back to the killing room. Ah, the lost art of letter writing. I'm going to dictate a message to you. Write down as much of what I say as you can. The player who writes the fewest of my words will die. Okay, let me lean back in this chair and get my feet up. And we begin. Dear dog owners, what is it like to feel unconditional love in spite of all of your human flaws? I bet it is really nice. How do you feel about having to pick up dog poop? I suspect that is the best part. Time's up. Okay, now I'm just going to do a quick editorial review of your work, and here's how you did. One of you did not take this job seriously. Isn't it weird that no matter how hard we try, we all eventually turn into our parents? Or we end up wearing their clothes and killing in their name? I think you get what I'm saying. Let's try another one. Oh boy. What year was Kylie Jenner born? Almost out of time. Who picked this? The rest of you who are still alive, it's time. Let's play with spooky dice. Roll as much as you want to add to your score. I'll kill the player with the lowest score, but go over 21 and you die instead. And don't forget, if they roll a skull, that adds 1 to everyone's score. Honestly, it's mostly just an excuse to use these cool skull dice. Time's almost up. Ooh, busted! Explosions really are the best outcome for this game. We're here. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round. Next question. When you scare a ladybug, what does it do? Time's almost up. Who picked this? Come with me. Oh hey, more dice. It's real simple. The player who rolls the highest will die. But we've got some help to make this more interesting. You have an extra die that you can give to whoever you want to make their odds worse. Okay, fine. Do it the boring way. Roll 'em. The player with the highest total dies. Dice don't lie. Let's keep moving. What else did Gustav Eiffel help build? Almost out of time. Who picked this? Everyone is wrong. Time for consequences. You have 45 seconds to escape this room or you die. This is pretty stressful, right? All you need to do is pause and take a deep breath. And when you resume, I know you'll have it all figured out. Uh-oh, is the answer coming to you yet? Well, aren't you clever? All right, you're free to go. Let's try another one. What's the official scientific name for catnip? Time's running out. Who picked this? Come with me. It's my old friend, the loser wheel. Spin it! It's fun! I love taking this thing out for a spin. You lose some, you lose some. Let's keep moving. In the comic strip Peanuts, which character's last name is not Van Pelt? Time's almost up. Who picked this? I want to show you something. I'm going to give you a chance to password protect your life. Enter a real 4-letter word with your device. Make it hard to guess. If your password gets cracked, you die. Now everyone else will try to crack the passwords. As a team, guess either password on your device. You get a clue if your guess has a letter in the right spot. I'll reward you all for every password you correctly guess in time. This is a team effort, so share clues out loud with each other. Time's almost up. Woof! Well, I hope the rest of your passwords are harder than that. Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means. You've made it so far, but can you escape? I'm going to give you a category. Figure skating jumps. Tap each answer that fits the category. Let's see the right answers. You advance 1 space for every correct answer. You're on your way to escaping. Oh wait, did you think it was going to be just you? Aw, that's cute. If a ghost catches up with you, they will steal your life force. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And they get a 3rd chance to help them catch up to you. Time is almost up. Plagues of Egypt in the Book of Exodus. Primates. That ghost can smell your life force. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. It's only darkness. Cat breeds. Time is almost up. The tables have turned. Coca-Cola brands. More stolen life force. Akira Kurosawa films. won't be forgotten, whoever you were. Movies based on comic books. Time is almost up. Don't look back because there's a ghost right there. Death metal subgenres. Kanye West albums. Where do you think you're going? If you want to break through that barrier, you'll need to ace this next question. And if you're still alive and want to break through, you have to get all 3 answer choices right. Another life force swap. U.S. Monopoly Streets. Time is almost up.
The local residents familiar with the abandoned building's history.
This is your wake-up call. Prepare to die. Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. That glowing review in Real Hotels magazine was a fake, luring you here to fight for your life. Only one of you will survive. The rest of you will die. Was that clear? I'm trying to be a better communicator. Okay, first question. Whose real name is Elizabeth Woolridge Grant? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? The rest of you, follow me. Welcome to room 113. The hairdryer's broken, sorry. Let's use one of my cousin Aloysius's old stage props. Pick a space inside the box to hide. I wish I had a magician's assistant for this, but oh well. It's time for the volunteers. I'm giving you a very sharp sword. On your device, choose a row. Stab, stab. Oh, I needed that. Surprise! You're a ghost now, but you have options. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game. Oh, by the way, the audience is a player now and can win the whole frickin' game. Hot tip, you can join the audience at any time. Let's try another one. How many soccer players are on the field at one time? Who picked this? The rest of you, it's time. Bonjour! Welcome back to the killing room. Hopefully you can defend yourself from ESP. Type in an answer that fits this category. Everyone else will answer too. And if anyone matches you, you die. Including any potential mind readers. Time's almost up. Now, let's see if there are any matches. It's a match made in heaven, which will send you to hell. Thanks to the ghost for not going into the light and instead staying here just to keep playing this dumb game with us. Let's keep moving. When did those jerks at the International Astronomical Union officially say Pluto is no longer a planet? picked this? The rest of you who are still alive, I want to show you something. I hope you're good with instructions. Follow as many rules as you can before time runs out. Everyone else is playing too. If any of them correctly follow more rules than you, I will kill you. The rules are already on your device. Go, go! It may not look like it, but this is totally different than the math minigame. Almost out of rules time. There's always someone out there better at following rules. The final round isn't ready yet. You're not all supposed to die before that. I gotta get more sleep because I don't know what the hell just happened. Let's try this again, I guess. It's time for the next question. Which family is featured in the novel The Grapes of Wrath? Who picked this? Follow me. I'm giving you all scratch tickets. What a quirky last-minute gift. Scratch and find $3 to live. If you keep scratching, I'll give you cash for every $sign you find. But if you scratch off even one skull, you die. Happy scratching! Come on, you could scratch more. The contest is almost over. It's no fun for me if you don't scratch more spots. If you have a losing ticket, come with me. We're here. The final round is close. Next question. I'm making a mythological griffin. I have half an eagle. Now, what do I need? Almost out of time. Who picked this? Only a ghost got it wrong. Ah, crap. Let's try another one. If I'm experiencing excruciating thyroid pain, where am I hurting? Time's almost up. Who picked this? Come with me. Good news, it's math. Do as much math as you can before time runs out. Everyone else will be playing along. If one of them does better than you, it's punishment time. Let's go. How's that math going, Matthew McConaughey? Only a couple seconds of math left. Looks like you brought a knife to a math fight, which is bad. Ah, crap, I killed everybody? I guess I'll bring one of you back. It's kind of arbitrary, but you had the most money. Anywho, the time has come. Congrats on making it here alive, but can you escape? I'm going to give you a category. Actual seasons of Survivor. Tap each answer that fits the category and then press some. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for each correct answer. Well, you would have moved closer to the exit if you'd gotten any of those right. Oh wait, did you think it was going to be just you? Aw, that's cute. If a ghost catches you, they'll steal your life force. Then they can try to escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And they get a third chance to help them catch up to you. Time is almost up. Kind of a gimme. Animals statistically likely to outlive a moose. Taller than the Eiffel Tower. Don't fall behind. Here comes the darkness. Olsen Twins movies. Time is almost up. Next question. 8 most common English letters. You can't outrun that ghost forever. Types of lumber. The darkness approaches. Types of poems. Time is almost up. I don't know who's gonna win. This will slow you down. If you want to break through that barrier, you'll need a perfect answer to this question. And that includes the third answer choice now, too.
Darkened highway, late at night. I can't keep driving, it don't feel right. I take the exit, just looking for a place to stay. There's only moonlight, the sky is black. I'm really lost, but I can't turn back. What's that ahead? A hotel with a vacancy. Do I check in? Will I check out? There's no one near to hear me shout. Trivia at a party, and I'm filled with dread. If I can't answer these questions, I'm gonna wake up dead. Trivia at a party in this murder hotel. I thought this was a vacation, but it's a trip to hell. I find my room and I try to sleep. I say a prayer, my soul to keep. Next thing I know, my phone rings with a wake-up call. Why'd I check in? Will I check out? There's no one near to hear me shout. Trivia man. Now I lay my clothes out before I sleep. In the room safe, my wallet I keep. I hope I don't die before I wake. I hear the continental breakfast as coffee cake.